Good morning, guys. It's been a while since I did a recording, so here's my recording. This one will be the whole backyard. So this is the side of my house, and as we walk into the backyard, I'll show you what I got. Here is all my plants too. This used to be a slope, and I was losing a lot of soil, and it rained and it get dirty, and there's not a lot of sun on this side, so grass did not grow. So I decided to build like a raised bed. So and then I plant a lot of plants here, and that retain my soil for the side of the house. And then I build this walkway here because before it get very muddy when it rained. So I built the walkway here. This whole trench here. When I dug my pond, I fill up with soil, and then go all the way down to the back. So all these are soil from my pond that I built. And here's more plants. So it's on the side of the house. More flowers. More flowers. Okay, more plants. Let me turn around and show you what I'm looking at. So when I first bought the house, all this was just grass, but not fully grass. A lot of the grass are dying on this side because it's not a lot of sun. And then so like I said, when it rained, it get very dirty and muddy. So I didn't like it. So it's this what I did. I built a concrete path. I poured a concrete pathway by myself, and I designed it where I don't have to clean it or anything like that. So this is what it looked like now. The pergola here was built when I bought the house too. Before when I bought the house, there's no pergola, so I built this pergola. And then after that, I built my pond. This is the back of the house. After that, I built my pond. And here's my pond. Here's what it looked like inside the house. And then from the pond, I built my greenhouse. So the filtration system for the pond is going to be in the back. So all this are my filtration system. I call it the aquaponic system, but if that's for people who grow plants. But most people call it the box system, where you use it to grow plants, and that will filter out your water for the pond. I have 3 pumps. One pump will be at the lowest part of the pond that will collect all the fish poop, and will go through here. And here's my sift filter that will run. It will come here. Then it will go down, collect all the fish waste. Then she push the fish waste down into this weir here, and then from the weir it will go to that barrel right there. Then from that barrel, it will collect with all the caps. It will collect all the fish waste, and then it will run back into the pond. And here's all my plants, all my mix. Plants. So from here, this is the deepest part of the pond, pump to here, and it will split out into 3 holes here, actually here, and the same on this side. That will go into this bed here, will drain to this bed, and all this bed will drain back into the pond. And then from there, it's also drained to here. From here, it's all caps. I use a lot of caps. I used to use rocks, but they tend to be very heavy. The plants, though, they like the rocks more than the caps, that's for sure. But they tend to be very heavy and hard to move, and so I recycle caps. So I use the caps instead of rocks, and then that's what I do. So all this tank here are filled with caps. And that, and I also have 2 skimmers that run into those 4 barrels. The skimmer will run to that barrel, and split into 2, come to this barrel, go back to the main barrel, and that main barrel there will go straight to the fall. And then from here, it will go down. The water will go down again, and the cap will capture all the fish waste and flow back into the main barrel. For the main barrel, you see the pond. The size is the same. From here, though, remember that weir from the sift filter? That weir, the water will go down to here. From there, the water has to go all the way down and then rise all the way up. And when it rises all the way up, though, the caps will capture all the fish waste. And then, when I need to feed my plants, I just turn the valve, and all the fish waste will go into this container. And this is where I hold all the fish waste. And what I do with this fish waste is that I just feed my plants. All my plants, I'll feed them all using the fish waste. The main fall is from the 2 skimmer you see right there and right there. The small falls, all the small falls are from the sump pump. The pump to the sift filter and to the, either you call the box system or the aquaponic system. Right, so now let's go into my greenhouse. My greenhouse is my latest build. I built this about a few years ago. Inside my greenhouse, I mainly deal with plants, tropical fruit trees. These are my guava, and all in here are tropical fruit trees. June plums. I use those 2x2, I think, path stone, and I built a pathway. Because before, also when it rained in here, it get very dirty. So I built a pathway all around my greenhouse. So my greenhouse, I build them as efficient as possible. So on this side here, on all straight down, there are tanks of water. This greenhouse tank connect to my pond too. So from the sump pump, it'll pump up to the sift, and one of the holes will drain into the tank here. From the tank, it will drain back into the pond. So these 2 systems are connected, and this is truly an aquaponic system where I built this greenhouse mainly to raise small koi and grow vegetables for my family. In here are all the baby kois. Okay. And all the kois are all in the tank. So here is my aquaponic system. This bed here is on a timer, 15 on and 15 off. When it's off though, it will slowly drain, the tank will slowly drain down. So when it's on, the water will rise up. 15 off, the water will slowly drain down into the 2 sump pump. Here's our more fish in the sump pump. And then it drains back into the main sump pump. Alright, and here are more fish. This used to be baby koi's, but then they're growing bigger and bigger as time goes on. And all these koi's, I keep the nice one for myself, and then I either sell or give away the one I do not like. And here are more stock tank, more koi's, and more koi's. So I do have a lot more koi's in here. On this side, it's the same. This side, this tank and this tank are connected, so the whole system is connected to each other. And here are more koi's. And then from this 5 tanks here, I either can raise koi or I can grow plants. To grow plants, I just change the lid. This lid here, I cut holes, right? And then whatever I want to grow, I just get a cup, and then I put them in the hole, and then I grow. And then the roots will take up the water from the tank, and that's it. I don't have to water it or feed it or anything like that. So this 5 tanks can either do whatever I want to do. If I'm going to grow out some more small koi to sell, I want to separate the koi's. This is how I do. I just change the lid. Want to grow stuff, and I change back the lid, so it can be used for a lot of things. And then here is all my tropical fruit trees with the view. Soursop, avocado. I had a papaya tree, but then it grew too big, so I cut it. Let's keep on walking. This is the filter for all of the tank in here. It will pump from the sump pump. See the holes here? From the sump pump to the filter. And the filter, the concepts are the same. This is 6-inch drain that go all the way down. So the water will have to go all the way down, and the water have to rise. When it rises up though, the concept is this caps will capture all the fish waste, and then it will drain back from here, drain out back into my 2 tank here. Alright, and that's it. The concept is repeated so over and over. And when I need to water the plant inside the greenhouse, I use the fish waste water. And here it is the same concept. A valve here from the bottom, turn it, and the water will come to the fish waste will go to here. I have a small pump in here that I connect into a hose, and then when I need to feed my plants, I just turn on my power supply box. Is right here. I turn on the switch, and my pump will be on. Will turn on, and then I use this from this holes here. And from these holes, I'll water all of my plants. Guava. And let me look this way here for you. It's like a forest in here. So before I can walk, but now the plant grows so much that they even block you from walking, but you still can get past. So more guava. The guava trees are small, but they're very productive because all they get is fish waste water. So I don't waste anything at all in this pond, in this bill. The only thing I do is I don't change my water. I would just add on more water due to evaporations, and then the water that I use to water my plant inside the greenhouse is actually from the fish waste water. So nothing goes to waste in this system. You don't, most ponds, they would have to sometimes, change their water, so they have to drain out some of the water and drain 20, 25%, 50% from time to time. I don't have to do that. What I do is I take out the fish waste. I use the fish waste water to feed my plant, I just add on more water to recover the loss from evaporations or waste, that I use for my plants. So this system is very effective where you don't waste a lot at all, because everything is recycled to the last drop. More flowers for the guava. So yeah, so I'm about to walk through the forest right now and get pretty crazy. So we just passed the forest, tropical forest. So let me spin around and give you guys a whole view again of my greenhouse. Okay, now let's go back out. So that is my whole backyard, what I've built so far. It's about 10 years in the work. So nine years in the work. So all of this stuff, when I first we first bought this house, the backyard is bare, nothing in the backyard. So slowly, the pergola, the pond, the greenhouse, the walkway. So all of this eventually was built one by one. So that's what I got so far. Well, thank you so much, guys. If you guys have any questions, let me know. I'll be glad to answer all your questions. And then if anything I can help, I'll be glad to help too. Alright, so let me walk out. You guys have a good day. Bye.